how I was poisoned by my boyfriend. Hey, besties, if you think being poisoned by your boyfriend is one of the worst things that can happen to you, think about it again, because that's just one of the craziest things that has happened to me. So this is officially day 1 of our 100 days of storytelling, aka story time with me, Dilali. So currently I'm in Nasarawa State, seeking for work, and this is it. I want to give a shout out to my girls at Sendo from Ladies and Health. She was part of the people that pushed me to do this. Baby girl, you know I love you. Mwah. Let's get into the story. So how I thought I was poisoned by my boyfriend. Okay, so this was how it happened. While I was still in school, I think I had just come out of a terrible relationship, and I had lost myself. I wasn't dressing as I used to, because if you know me well, I like to dress, I like to look good, and I was part of those that used to give fashion trends back then in school. So this was it. I was just scrolling through my Instagram one particular time like that, and then I got a DM from someone. I checked the profile. I was like, "Ooh, this one is cute." And after seeing the profile, and I decided to continue with the conversation. And then the message was like, "Oh, I saw that you're in Lafia. I'm also in Lafia, and I would love to meet. I'm just new here. I don't know anybody. To be nice for us to meet up." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Because I checked picture now. I see fine boy. I said, "No, wala now." So from our DM, we started talking, and everything was, superb. Everything was nice, and he said he was coming to visit, and I was like, "Oh, okay, no problem." Although yes, I wasn't really healed from my previous relationship. I wasn't ready for a new relationship, but I was like, "Okay, let me just give it a try. Whatever I got to lose, nothing." So when he said he was coming to visit, I was like, "No, wala." From the moment I went to pick that boy from that junction to my house, Jesus, I say, you need to see the way guys were looking at him, because this guy was so cute. So in fact, my neighbors then, they had to me, were like, "Where did you meet this fine boy?" Imagine a guy complimenting another guy. So that was how it was for me. I was like, okay. And then I noticed that, okay, so let's name him Z. So Z likes to dress. He likes to take care of himself. When you're a fine boy and you take care of yourself, you always look like it. So that was what it was. And okay, we got to know each other. We're doing fine. So, mind you, when he asked me out, he asked me out for a really long time, I refused because I felt he was so fine. And fine boys always have wahala. But this boy was persistent. I did not allow me rest until I said yes. After a long while, we started dating, and I decided to, we visit each other all the time. We visit each other all the time. I was always feeling myself because I'm dating a hot guy and the rest. My dear had this room. So if he comes visiting, because he was in a different local government and I was in a different local government. So if he comes to visit me this week, the next time we're visiting, I'll be the one that will go over to his place to visit. So that was all we're doing until this particular day. I think I spent the weekend over, and it was time to go back home. I haven't forgotten. I think that morning I had tea. So I was going home, only for me to get to my junction. I was sitting there waiting for one of my friends. While there, the next thing my tummy started to hurt, and I was like, what is happening? It's different if your tummy hurts a bit. It's different if your tummy, I had this excruciating pain. The pain was so much that I couldn't handle it. I couldn't walk, I couldn't move, I couldn't sit, nothing. So when my friend came, I was like, this is how I'm feeling. He was like, "Okay, should we go to the clinic?" I was like, "Okay, let's just wait it out a little bit." Worst mistake ever. Wait it out a little bit. And that was what we were doing. I went home. I tried to lie down. I couldn't lie down. Sit down. I could not sit. There was nothing at all I could do. The pain was getting worse. I could feel it up from my chest down to my tummy. I don't know how to describe this pain. It was something I would never wish for my enemy, and that's just the truth. So that was how it was for me. I was going through so much pain. At some point, I thought I was going to die. He was like, "Okay, so where are you coming from? What did you eat?" I was like, "I had bread and tea. I went to my guy's place now." And then he was like, "I hope they did not poison you. Hope." Besties, that was how the thought just came in. I've been poisoned. Guys, I was so scared. I thought I was going to die because the pain was so much. And at some point, I said stooling, and whenever I stool, there's blood in my stool and everything. So I was so scared. I was going through so much pain. So at some point, I was like, okay, I told my friend to pick up a pen and paper. I wrote the guy's number, his address, and I was like, if anything happens to me, okay, see my mom's number, call my mom. If you see my dad's number, call them. They should hold this person responsible because this was the last person I was with. He gave me tea and bread. I swear. only for him to call my cosmate, and when he called her, she was like, she knows exactly what's wrong. I was like, me, I don't know what's wrong with me. She was like, the symptoms I just explained now. I was like, symptoms. She said she has had that symptom before, and it was really bad for her. She just told me to lie down, try eating. I was like, yeah. She was like, okay, let her just give me some drugs. I was like, self-medication. I don't like to take drugs that is not prescribed. She was like, I shouldn't worry that this will help. That's why she now gave me one drug like that. I think it was like I've forgotten the color. I think was it red and yellow with some other things. So when she gave me, she told me to just sleep. My dear, that's why I slept for 3 good hours. 3 hours. And when I woke up, I was fine. I wasn't stooling. I wasn't feeling any pain. Nothing at all. So I was wondering, and I had to call her because she left me. I had to call her. I was like, okay, what was this drug you gave me? Ladies and gentlemen, it was ulcer drugs. Apparently, I was not poisoned. It was ulcer. So I was surprised. Like, so ulcer can actually do this to someone. So I went to the school clinic. I was taken care of and everything. That was when I found out that it's not only food that can cause ulcer. If you don't eat food, that's not the only thing. No, stress can also cause ulcer. And I was going through a lot of stress. So you see, that's why it's not good to jump into conclusion, because I've already thought that someone had poisoned me. Someone who cared about me had actually poisoned me, which was actually a lie because of the pain, the blood, and everything that FDS. In fact, everything I was going through. It was after medical care, and I found out that, okay, I had this serious, in fact, a terrible case of ulcer. So if you have any symptoms, first, just rush and go to the hospital. Don't just accuse someone of something that you're not quite sure of. That's how I would have accused somebody's son of poisoning me. That's how I would have. Oh God, I'm so sorry, Z. I'm sure you'll see this. Up to today, I never told him. How do you want to come up and tell your boyfriend that you thought he poisoned you? So here is an adorable picture of I and Z. Alright guys, so that's it for day 1 of 100 days of storytelling. So stick to this channel if you want to hear more story from Storytime with Delali. Bye. Let me be your dealer for wonderful stories. Oh yeah, nah.